Disclaimer: this video is for those who are studying research for the first time and needs motivation, or you are doing a last time revision. Do not expect detailed research content in less than 5 minutes of video. Be little reasonable.
Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Physiotrendz. This is me Physio Shah, and this video I'm going to give you easy to remember points for research subjects. Okay, so first of all, let's understand what is research. Research is something that you are trying to find out new, or let's say whatever the data is available, in that you are trying to figure out where else this data can be fitted. So that is what we can understand by the meaning research. Doesn't mean always that you are finding something new. It can be something like you are also doing something like modifications in whatever the research is available. For example, trying to invent new vaccine or trying to find effect of certain vaccine on different conditions as well. So that can be a research in simple terms. Now first we need to understand what are the levels of research. So as you can see over here, more than 7 to 8 levels of research that are there, and at the top level we can see a systematic review. Now what is systematic review? So systematic review is something in which we are gathering high quality randomized control trial, and their results we are analyzing and we are again rechecking, and from there we are concluding something on the basis of the results of RCTs. That is what we call it a systematic review. So that is the highest quality of research. Now second one, 1B, is randomized control trial, in which there is a control group and experimental group, and again we are comparing, okay, which particular protocol has been effective, and that is what we call it as a randomized control trial. Next one is all or none study or case series, in which we are performing the research in one particular case for repeated time, and then we are concluding a result on the basis of all the conclusive results. 2A is systematic review of cohort study. Now 1A was systematic review of RCTs, good quality RCTs. 2A systematic review of cohort study. Cohort study is nothing but you are doing retrospective study. You are trying to figure out, okay, whatever has happened, and then you are collecting all the data from all the cohort studies and doing a systematic review. That is 2A. 2B is simple cohort study. 2C is a ecological study. 3A is systematic review of case control study or case study, in which we are taking a single case, and 3B is a case control study, 4 is case study again, and 5 is expert opinion. So these are the levels of research that we can remember for in types of research. This can be 5 types: descriptive versus analytical. Descriptive means you are describing some, like for example, it is somewhere related to behavior of a person. Analytical means you are analyzing, means like you are using any scales or something to analyze whatever data is available. Okay, you are scrutinizing the data which is available. Qualitative, quantitative. So quantitative means you are doing in the maximum number of the patient. Qualitative means you are focusing on the quality of research. You are focusing on particular one small group but trying to figure out highest quality of research. Applied versus fundamental means you are doing a research on something which is fundamental subject, that is fundamental study. Applied means which you can apply it on other people as well on the basis of that study. So that is what we call it as applied study. Conceptive, empirical. Conceptive means we are working on particular one concept, and that concept we are trying to do research in different scenarios. And empirical means without any concept you are trying to figure out a new series or new process. That is what we call it as empirical. And others means other types of research what we are conducting on daily basis. On the basis of that we have these 5 types. Types of research methods. Now research methods is different and types of research is different. Research methods means where and all and how and all you are performing the researches. So we perform library research, field research, and laboratory research. Library research means that you are doing it the research on the basis of whatever material is available in the library, like for example books, journals, newspaper. You are just figuring out all the articles, everything. Or we can also say that some recordings are available, from that you are taking out the material and concluding something. That is library research. Field research means on field you are going, you are testing, you are performing something, and after that you are finding out something. Laboratory research also again the same thing. Like if I give you example of physiotherapy point of view, so laboratory research can be like when you are testing 6-minute walk test, 12-minute walk test, or you are performing any special test. So those all things are considered as laboratory research methods. This is a very important question. Measurement scales can be asked for 5 marks, guys. And in this, 4 scales are there. First one is nominal scale, which is for attributes that are named, like for example, male or female, tall or short. So we can just simply tell that, okay, how many males are there, how many females are there, how many tall people are there, how many short people are there, how many people in group A, how many people in group B, with the help of this nominal scale. Ordinal scale means attributes that are ordered but intervals are not equal, which means that, okay, in this now you have possibility that you can just tell the difference between two things, but here intervals are not equal. We cannot say that every fifth, every second we are going to get this result. So example here given are MMT grades or RPE scale, okay, which is rate per exertion scale. Other two are interval scales and ratio scales. Interval scale is nothing but distance between in meaningful, which is like there is no true zero in this. For example, you can take temperature scale, okay, and ratio scale. In this, all the quality of previous three scales are there. Equal intervals is there as well as absolute zero exists. Stunts also there. Example, weight, height, goniometer. When you are taking, we can use this type of scale. Dependent versus independent variable. When we say that height is dependent on age, we can say that height is a dependent variable and age is a independent variable. Again, I can give you one more example. Let's say that height is dependent on age and sex of a person. So again, in this, what will happen? Height will remain dependent variable and age and gender or sex of a person is going to be independent variable. Types of samples, guys, so it can be on the basis of two things: probability samples and non-probability samples. Probability samples will be something in which probability of picking up each and every individual or each and everyone every data is equal. That is why they are considered as probability sample. So here we have simple random sampling, in which just randomly we are selecting a sample size. Then systematic random, which means you are providing a system that every fifth, every second, every 10th person, or whoever is standing in this row, in that row every second person will be selected for the research. So that is a systematic random. Then stratified means from one group you are just selecting one small groups. Like for example, there are various groups. Let me give you one example, that you are in India, you want to take from each and every state, you want to take people. So from each and every state you will make a small groups, and then you will collect them as a data for your study. So that is called as stratified data. Multi-stage cluster means from a big population you are taking a small part of it and again dividing in small part according to requirement of your study. So basically you are making sure that the entire population is eligible for getting selected, but out of them you are selecting a number of population. So here probability of getting selected is equal for each and everyone. That is why probability sample. So non-probability sample, which means here the probability of selecting each and every individual is not equal. So that is why we can see in this convenience sampling. Convenience sampling means according to the convenient of researcher, he will be or she will be selecting the subjects or data. Snowball sampling, in which researcher actually tells another data to bring to another data. Like for example, person A comes, person A, they will ask to bring B and C. Then they will ask B also to get D and E, and C also to ask F and G. So like that, from the data itself you are bringing more and more data. That is considered as snowball sampling. Quota sampling means you are just predetermining something requirement for that particular data collection, and on the basis of that you are simply collecting the data whoever comes into that sampling. So here also getting selected is not equal for everyone. Theoretical, or also known as purposive sampling, which means like researcher feels like, okay, this particular data will be more effective or more helpful in their study for their desired result, then they will just select those data. So again, here no probability is there for selecting the data. That is why they are considered as a non-probability sample. Yes, now next, this also methods of data collection. Again, 5 marks question, guys. In this, you just can remember this flow chart. If you're drawing this flow chart also in exam, it is going to be very helpful. It can be primary or secondary. Primary means you are collecting something new data. Secondary means whatever data is already available that you are using for your study. So primary data collection, it can be done with the help of four things. First one is interview method. Interview method, it can be one-to-one interview, it can be telephonic interview, it can be group interviews. Questionnaire method, in questionnaire method you simply just form a questionnaire and you ask others to fill it and submit it. Schedule method is something in which you hire somebody with a questionnaire to go and collect the data from individual. So there is a difference between this questionnaire and schedule method that we will understand in this video itself. Then observation method, in which you simply observe the data performing certain activities and the observations are noted for the study. That is what is a method for observation. And as I told, secondary data collection means it is available, it is done from the available records and research. It can be from books, it can be from journals, it can be from articles or newspapers or video recordings, or somebody is saying something, on the basis of that data is collected. So that is considered as secondary data collection. So this is going to be the end of this video, and next content we are going to discuss in next part of the video, and that we are going to start with the difference between questionnaire and schedule method. Not only that, we are going to discuss so many things about statistics like normal distribution, and then we are going to discuss about the bell-shaped curve, how we have to form it, normative distribution, ANOVA, ANCOVA, and many more things. But if you like this information of this video, do like and comment and let us know that how you feel about this video and what more we can do for all of you.